I was feeling a little lost, I'm not gonna lie. Trying to figure out where this is. I appreciate it. So, how are you doing tonight? Or today, wherever you are in the lovely world. Oh, it's underneath. Alright. I don't know if I would have ever found that. Sweet. Alright. Oh yeah. True that. I have been working graveyard, but I work a swing shift, so I'm rotating into day shift actually. How are you liking the bounties? All right, guys. Thanks to Ventura for a little bit of help. We're actually going to get something done here. Yes, like the improvements to the payouts are so nice. Yeah, for sure. I was originally, when I started playing, I was really big into laser, so that I never had to worry about ammo. And then when I did try ammo, like with Gatlings and stuff, you do have a lot of ammo, so it's kind of like I kind of switched because, you know, with the shield penetration and stuff like that, it's at least for now, the price it costs to refill something like a Gladius or a Super Hornet, it's pretty cheap. Oh no, is it 2 hours? 2 hours? Yeah, that's fine. Oh man, this game has such amazing views though. Gosh. Have you knocked out the Idris yet? Oh, it's a lot of fun. That's I definitely would recommend if you catch somebody doing it. Or have you gone through that Miles Eckhart mission line yet? It's really not too bad. It's basically kind of what you're doing now. It's just PvE bounties from an NPC instead of just grabbing them from your contract manager. But we actually did that just a little bit ago. I got a group team. There's a group already going. I think I logged into the server, and it took a little bit because we didn't have any torpedoes. Is that like a graphical glitch going on there? Heck yeah! I finished it. So I feel like this is just glitched. This definitely shouldn't look like that. But if it pops up, let me see. I think I gotta be over by her soon, but yeah. I'm more than happy to help you do it. It is a lot of fun, especially just like having that big of a group to play together and do you know how I get into? Yeah. Do you know how I get into inside here? Did I go the wrong way? Oh, man, I'm just dumb. I was thinking it would have like an internal area, so I just started trucking off. Yeah, okay. You know, you've really just saved me a whole lot of time. I really appreciate that. There's lockers? Oh, sorry, lockers, that's cool. Minimum exposure. That's cool. The amount of detail, man, they put in this game, just... I'm always impressed. Got a long way to go, but I'm always impressed. Alright. God, thank you so much. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, everything happens for a reason, my friend, and you just didn't realize you were gonna help somebody else out one day. I feel like it's definitely one of those things, like, once you've gone through this, you're not gonna lose it again. But, yeah. What are you running your bounties in? They really are. No, and I think that's another thing that kind of draws me to it, is for the most part. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have people, and I mean, it's gonna be in any community where you've got some people that are just kind of maybe not the nicest, but for the most part, the community actually is really, really good. Most people will help you as much as they can. Yeah, dude, that Perseus looks impressive. I'm not gonna lie. It's a buddy of mine actually just got it. He kind of just recently got into the game, looking at it. He's like, "No, we gotta have it." Yeah, you're right. It's unfortunate, but you're right. Actually, I haven't driven these very much. Kind of another reason I wanted to go and do this is just I haven't really driven ground vehicles too much. That Harbinger, I've got a loaner for that as well. And at first I really wasn't on the Vanguard series that much, but they kind of grew on me. Yeah, and I get that. Fighters, I'm sure that like fighters and smaller ships are going to be a lot more fun to actually fly. But the few times that I've been in like a fully crewed hammerhead or something like that, you know, just with a bunch of people, like it is a lot of fun when you get a group of just good guys that are, you know, girls that want to go just have fun. It definitely is like kind of the social interaction, that kind of social experience. It's been some really cool things that have just kind of randomly happened. Probably one of the first ships when my friend showed me the game that I really fell in love with was the Super Hornet. And even though it's maybe not in the best spot right now, I quite look forward to when it gets to where it's supposed to be. I really enjoy that ship. I really like that series of ship. And saying that, I mean, like most of the ships are really like it. The Arrow feels really good to fly. I mean, the Gladius. I don't think I've really ever flown a Saber before. I know they perform pretty well. I can't think of anything that really just, at least so far that I've flown, kind of is like a chore so much, but. I'd love to get my hands on F8, but don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. That ship is something else. Man, they really do need to give us the ability to adjust height on this. I'm probably like scraping my head against the ceiling right now. All right. The F8. I mean, that's probably what people will say, at least for now. It's that crazy heavy fighter. That you can't get. I don't think you'll be able to get it until after Squadron 42 comes out. But it's got like a ridiculous amount of like guns and stuff like that on it. It's nuts, but I mean, as armed as it is, it's a really like beautifully designed ship too. You know what I mean? Like it's not like ugly at all. So it's probably going to be tough to fight, I'm sure. All right. Thank you again, seriously, because I don't know how long it would have taken me to find. I really don't. This would have been a potential nightmare for like the next hour or so. Hopefully not, but I was definitely struggling. So I don't know if we're. Are we on Sunset over here? I think we're on Sunset, which is really beautiful. But I think let's see if we can find a spot. Maybe we'll go to one of those emergency shelters. Set down and just trek across a little bit. Yeah, they did such a good job with it too. I don't know where you're from. I'm on the East Coast of the United States, and I've got some family out in Colorado, and it reminds me. The whole planet reminds me of Colorado. It's like they turned Colorado into a planet. But it's so well done. I mean, the weather effects. That's like I said. I'm constantly impressed with the work that they've done, and like, you know, they're really adamant about keeping the visuals good and stuff like that. It's, man, so cool, so good. I mean, even just the droplets of water on the windshield or the glass. Oh yeah, sick. Yeah, yep. I get Colorado vibes all the time. I'm sure it's not perfectly Colorado, but yeah. Wonder if eventually you'll be able to ski. Just grab a snowboard and catch a lift to a freaking mountaintop. Oh, here up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in Florida. I'm a Florida boy. It's beautiful, but I can't say I'm quite made for the cold, if you will. It's nice. It's really nice to visit, and one of the last times I was out there, we went snowmobiling, and it was, man. It's fresh snow, like a lot of fresh snow, and it was so beautiful, just powder and soft, you know. But you guys have a lot of struggles that just don't know if I want to deal with. You know, that's all. So the sun's that way. Means we should be looking for a point probably somewhere over there. Yeah, let's go here. You excited for the whole Xenothreat event? I mean, some of it's kind of guesstimation because we only have or at least I only know so much information about it. But it's supposed to be some sort of freaking invasion into the system or something. You know what I mean? Some faction. I don't know if you know about the hidden base that they put in 312. It's I think somewhere over in this region of space, but it's way out like Uncharted. You can't jump to it, so you have to like it's a long flight out there called Jericho. It's like a Navy base that they put in. It looks like a floating ship. But I think it's supposed to be kind of tied around that, and there's like a little bit of like leaks and stuff because they've been testing it for a little while, since sometime last year. The little bit of leaks that I've seen about it have been it's supposed to be like multiple kind of missions and things, kind of across the board combat stuff. Somebody was talking about how even if you're not really into combat, maybe like people who do a lot of mining and cargo running, stuff like that, there's going to be some sort of like supply missions for them too. And they've shown footage of like a javelin. So I don't know. There's no real context. So I don't know if we're fighting, if we could potentially be fighting a javelin, or if we're defending a javelin kind of thing. Oh, so this is the super nice, lush part of Microtech that did get frozen over. But yeah, it's supposed to be some like server-wide events that will be happening. And I would, from what I have watched videos on, it sounds like fleet battles and stuff like that. Probably one of the more interesting parts is that players are supposed to be able to choose what side they're on. So it's not only going to be PvE, it's definitely going to be some PvP in there too. I don't know for sure when that's supposed to come out though. It was originally supposed to be this patch, or not. I mean, this patch line. So. It does. I hope they really get it working well, because the little bit that I've seen, they have a couple trailers out if you haven't seen them, which might kind of hype you up a little bit. We hit a tree? We hit a tree? Did we hit a tree? Is that? No, maybe it's out. Hey, that tree snuck up on me. All right. Yeah. There's actually a couple of really beautiful places. Like there's like I don't know what kind of flowers they are, but there's fields of like these purple flowers somewhere. I can't remember exactly where it is, but yeah, it's not all completely frozen over. Nope. Some of it's actually quite nice. I'm not sure what the temperature is, but I honestly I do too. I've done so little. That's part of why I'm doing this right now. Is I haven't taken the Carrack out in a while. Haven't run ground vehicles in a while. Just doing some random stuff. I was trying to get a buddy to hop on and come with me, but I think it's gonna be a little while before he's able to get on. So just me hanging out with the chat and the peeps. So you're welcome to come join me if you like. Yeah, there's a lot of like, I don't know if you ever heard of it. There's crashes on some of these planets that you can find. They're not like marked, you just have to go find them. So there's supposed to be a crashed javelin on Daymar. I think is one of the big and more notable ones. I've seen people like do pictures of it and stuff like that on Reddit. Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting things already to kind of go and explore and find. They say there's even what is that? Oh, that was. Okay. They say there's even like some collectible plant. Yeah, not quite loot just yet. Loot's apparently in the roadmap, the new roadmap that they put out. And I'm not going to pretend to know how that is actually supposed to work. But they do say that there are rare like plants and like fungus that you can find and actually collect. I don't know what the point of them is. Maybe just to sell. I guess it's probably more like the caves where you can go in and mine. But actually, if I'm smart, I'll set my spawn here. So that if something dreadful does happen, I can not spawn back at the station. Yeah. Honestly, I mean, even this potentially could be a really big year for them if they get iCache online, and if they get server meshing. And I think really it's going to be more like, for me, the way I look at it is, are these systems going to work the way that they need to work, right? Because unfortunately, with the scope of everything, they have to have certain things running. I mean, you can't have 50-player servers. You just can't. So this server meshing, this is really nice. Server meshing and iCache to me are going to be really, really big kind of points. Just like a win. And so so iCache is actually slated for this year, and so is server meshing. They've talked about it. They're pretty confident we will see iCache, which will obviously help bring things along. But server meshing is kind of what I would say is a bit more of the make or break kind of system. And everything that they've been working on builds on all of this stuff. It's another reason why things are taking so long. And I don't understand all of it, but in terms of expanding the server size and stability and getting things to run, these are the major systems that need to come in. And the fact that there's at least one potentially, on the end of the year, maybe going into the beginning of next year, having the other, I'm sure they'll be rough when they first get launched. I would expect that when they first get implemented, and they'll have a little bit of kind of time to work through some things. But this kind of reminds me of like Ark, to be honest. Like, when they get creatures in, man, this is so many really cool things that keep me hopeful and excited for this game. I think I'll take the tumble out first, bruh. I mean, I don't know if you've seen. Have you seen the pyro crab? It's like a spider crab thing that's supposed to be in the next system that they bring out. And it kind of, the way to describe it reminds me of the rock golems from Scorched Earth that like go down in the rock form and you kind of can't tell what they are. Eventually you learn how to kind of pick them out, but they do that and then they can freeform. They look wicked, dude. They're huge. So yeah, I mean, 100% stuff like that, man. It's gonna be sketch because now you're not gonna be just like battling. Really, I haven't seen a Spino or like a that kind of concept for something, but that's interesting. But yeah, I mean, like you said, a T-Rex coming out of nowhere. Like, I mean, not only are you gonna have to run from or worry about potential NPCs because there's gonna be a lot of NPCs in this game. But weather, storms, just the environment in general, freaking rolling around, and a creature just like snatches you up. Oh man. Actually, you know what? Just in case. I probably should. this is also a big reason why I wanted to care, like for its exploration and just it's great for having a group of friends. You can load up some stuff and just go shenanigans. Why? It's weird. Yeah, I don't. So obviously they've continued to come out with a lot of different weapons and stuff. But something that is also on the roadmap, I think, for the next major patch, 3.13, is something about mounted weapons. I don't quite understand because you can already use like the turret that's on the back of this thing I'm driving right now. You can already use that. And like the Anvil Valkyrie dropship, it's got miniguns that you can use. So I don't know. Maybe you're going to be able to detach those and walk around with miniguns. I'm really not sure. What? I will say the ground. Ground is interesting because just any little thing will potentially see you fly. Especially, I mean, these do go fast. In fairness, these do go fast. Something else, like I don't know if you know about the Titan suits, the mech suits that they have planned, and have shown a few like concepts for, but those are going to be dope. Getting rocks, hiding in the freaking bushes. Yeah, I'm really hoping they do that. Like almost like a Monster Hunter type thing. Man. Yeah, here you go. Here's some of those purple flowers. I think there's bigger fields of them, but yeah, wholeheartedly agree with that. I know I think it was about middle of the year last year, they had a dev video where they were talking about, they were bouncing around the idea of being able to harvest stuff like that. And like make armor out of it. Yeah, and in fairness, a lot is really planned. It truly is. A lot of this stuff has been planned for a long time. It's just taken a long time for them to get there. Which I understand. I do. I understand people's honest criticism of some of the things that have gone on and happened. I think that there's yes, maybe yes. I think that there's a lot of people that just unfortunately kind of go the baseless route. Yeah, no, honestly, that was dumb luck. Straight up, I can't. I can't say that I really did that. It was dumb luck. Ooh, I thought we were gonna die. I'm playing on a laptop, so it's I wish I had a better setup. I'm a little jealous of some of these other people that run it, and it just looks that much better. But I have to say, I think that after Destiny and after Anthem, after several other games that like really, I mean, really had astronomical potential. I think that, I mean, you know, Cyberpunk had a really rough release, but I think that for what it is, not that I've played it, but it's a futuristic GTA basically, and I think that they probably will, for the most part, once they get it smoothed out, you know, they'll hit that. But that's why I think for me personally, at least, I'm okay with if they're taking the time to do things right, and finally we're going to see a game really actually reach its potential. Like I want to experience that. I mean, this right here is like an alpha. I don't know if you call it pre-alpha anymore, but it's somewhere between a pre-alpha and alpha. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. I wonder if the speed limiter actually works. I think it does. It's just... Oh, No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky had. I remember the lawsuits and just God. I mean, yeah, but I mean, you know, to their credit, they really did commit themselves. I picked it up probably 2 years ago or so after a lot of updates had come through. And they really did actually turn that game into something pretty amazing. You know, that doesn't mean it's for everybody. And I don't know that Star Citizen, even at launch, will be for everybody. But I have to give them credit for the fact that they really, really turned that game around. Yeah, they've continued to add and add and add so much to it. It's you know, because I looked it up after I played it a little bit. I was like, I'm wondering, because I remembered all the negative like media and stuff. I'm like, man, how bad was it? And I looked up some videos of old gameplay, and it was bad. Probably, you know, if they had taken a few more years even and just released it in you know, the state of one of its later patches, you know, the whole attitude would have been significantly different. Yeah, this just screams like the island where the redwoods are to me. Some Thylos are about to jump out and knock me out of this thing. And gosh, so cool. Arc or because No Man's has like some randomly generated crazy looking creatures. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I imagine if it was a long time ago, I think it was the Beyond update for me. But right after they did that, when I actually played it. So like I said, by the time that I picked it up and actually got into it, it wasn't even close to the same game. But I certainly can believe that if you were in it a little earlier, even. They do have some funny looking creatures, though. You're not wrong. I mean, you're really not wrong. Like, the randomizer was not kind to some of them. At all. I'll hop out and show you guys this real quick. Might be cool. There's a... I don't know what kind of gun this is, actually, to be honest with you. Back at this thing, but... give you a little bit of sense of scale for anybody who maybe hasn't seen some of this stuff. I don't know why my dudes... maybe it's the wind. I know they've been adding a lot of force reactions and stuff, but... But yeah, you're absolutely right. I definitely saw some crazy, afflicted-looking creatures. This thing kind of like this version is probably kind of like almost like a warthog. kind of what it reminds me of. I don't know. I would imagine eventually it's going to be interchangeable with other stuff. I wonder if we can. No, I was going to try to overclock it. Oh well. Oh wait. Yeah, you can. Maybe. Alright, not yet. Eventually, though. Power down. I mean, you know, in the same, you know, they want to have these huge ground battles. So like, it's just, it's like battle. It's gonna be like Battlefield on some planets or something, like Planet Side. I guess I didn't really play too much of Planet Side, but I think the tank is supposed to be done sometime this year. So you know, they've already got a couple ground vehicles. A couple more of the, I think more atmosphere instead of the. I mean, they're still spaceships, but ships more maybe intended for atmospheric engagements and stuff are coming in as well. Oh, we got a little bit of a windstorm coming in. So it's like, as much as you're gonna have, you know, space battles, and you probably are sometimes gonna be able to look straight up and see, you know, maybe some capital ships and a fleet going at it while you're down here, either having a great old day mining, you know, or potentially even, yeah. Well, do they have something for you? I think it's like a size 4. Is what the. Yeah, okay. The buddy of mine in Australia got me into War Thunder a while back. I haven't played it so much recently, but we played a lot of it back in the day. Yeah, so if you don't know about it, look up the Nova Tonk. This is what it's affectionately known as. It's got a really nice sound on the breeze there. I've never played World of Tanks. I don't know too much about that, or I guess it's pretty similar, right? Is that a ramp? Should we jump that? What do you think, guys? Does that kind of look like? That kind of looks like a ramp to me. I'm feeling like. Oh, actually, I should have gone to a low gravity place and just did like massive jumps. Maybe we'll do that another time. Yeah, I really want to jump that. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes, and I think that's one thing that's going to be really nice about Theaters of War here, is that sometimes, like, if you don't necessarily want to get into anything heavy, like in the verse itself, they're still going to have those modes. I'll have to look it up. Is that the one that has like ships and planes too, or? I know War Thunder, I think, has them as well, right? What if I can coast pop this? No, this is gonna be a great jump at all. Alright, I mean, it wasn't that bad though. Yeah, okay. Aww. No, Mr. Rock. Can we flip it the other way? I think we're toast here, guys. If I can get to that tree. Yeah, of course. It's BK. I'll put it in the chat. When I started all this, whoa, I'm not even giving any input. I didn't really know too much about this kind of thing. So my stream name is kind of just a temporary, but I have to wait a month before I can change it. But it let me be kind of incognito with some of my friends and kind of set things up a little bit and test things out. I think. All right. Maybe it'll. Come on. No, you're going the wrong way. What are you doing? What are you doing? How did you... The wind blew us back the other way, and we were going to turn back over because it was a downhill. Oh, come on. Come on. You know you want to. I think this is something else that's on the roadmap, and I think eventually the wheels will have better collision, and at least it'll be easier potentially to turn over. As well as once they get push and pull working properly. No. You probably will be able to have a couple of people, because they've already talked about having like multiplayer lifts for stuff that's really heavy. You might actually be able to have a couple of people flipping that sucker over. Let me try something. I'm just curious if the tractor beam will. Yeah, 100%. Yes. I wonder if the tractor beam. Probably too heavy. I bet it's too heavy. Let's just. I should have brought some water with me, because I am going to be struggling here. Oh, my buddy's on. Did you miss it? Nope. Well, sucker. Alright. I don't usually have too much equipped on me, because you know how that is. Sometimes when you die or whatever, you end up dropping whatever you've got on you. So I try not to, unless I actually need them. Yeah. Yeah. Sucker. It's alright. He might be in the stream. Are you watching the stream right now, fam? Huh? All right. He might be watching the stream, heading over this way to blow my ship up or something. I don't know. Okay, so I think it's already equipped right now. Yeah, way too heavy. I hoping I could like pull just a little bit. How far is the ship? Oh, it's gonna be such a long Heck yeah, come on. It's gonna take me about 30 minutes to walk back to the ship. Can I super punch it? Oh no. Look at my hand. It's like super glitched. Oh, okay. Is it just me? Yeah, okay, it was just me. Alright. I don't think I'm actually colliding with it. Here. Easiest way to do that. If you're in, are you in? This will give you a pit right to if you're in this server. Alright. Do I have any? Oh yeah, I see your thing. Do I have any? Maybe I can. Use an explosion to bounce. Well, that was a bad idea. All right, let's just it's done. Whoops. Well, if you're ever needing to flip over your Cyclone, and yeah. Well, I'll just tell him I hit the tree because it's right there by the tree, right? Don't use a grenade launcher. It's a bad idea. It's a really bad idea. What am I having? I've got water on me. Sweet. I need this. Oh, guys, this is gonna take. Actually, I could cheese it. Look at that. Look at that freaking thing. Breathable atmosphere here, so you can take your helmet off without any repercussions. You can't tell me that's not amazing. It's freaking alpha on a laptop computer that's not close to have a 2070. I don't even think it's a 2070 Super. I think it's just a regular 2070. The Nova has some sort of like energy missiles. I don't even know what that means yet. But yeah, I mean, this game is going to be so crazy. My dude kind of looks like he's. I don't even know. He's not impressed, I feel. He's like, why am I here? What's going on? It's alright though. We'll bottoms up to some sunlight. Actually, I'm dumb. I'm just gonna cheese it. Then I didn't need to drink that anyway. Hold on. What size are they? Do you know? What does it say? Oh, this is perfect. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, well. Let me see. Bruh. Bruh. How does that not bring a smile to your face? I know. You're absolutely right. That's just so cool. And then, you know,